Introducing the legend of Spookly the Square Pumpkin.
Spooky Fairy.
One day in the pumpkin patch.
The strangest little
pumpkin hatch.
Spooky wasn't like his friends. Where they had curves, he had ends. Spookly was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookly the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square.
While the round pumpkins had fun rolling along, poor
Spookly sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge.
He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square.
Spookly wished he was
round and could roll everywhere. That is, until one night when they all discovered
it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there is times when it's better to be square. Sound it out. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed around pumpkins to and broke. It snapped their vines, then off they go. Bouncing left, slamming right, banging. What a sight. Spooky sat there filled with fright, so glad to be square that night. Suddenly, the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out and into the bay. Spookly knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered. He tottered.
He tipped. He tried. And finally flipped. He was on his side. Again he tipped. Again he flopped. Again he flipped. And then he stopped.
Right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way the hole was capped. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hurrah!" Spookly the square pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Another one hit him with a thump,
and
crack. Another one with a smack. Thump, crack, smack. Then one by one, the ton of pumpkins piled on
with a bang and a bash,
with a bang and a bash,
and a crash,
and a crash and a crunch. Then it all went black. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crops. He picked his pumpkins up and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was up against the broken fence. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too. But there was brave little Spooky, sitting straight and strong and true.
Right then and there, the farmer knew. Of all the seeds he'd ever sown,
Spooklys were the most special that had ever grown.
But there was brave little Spookly, sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there, the farmer knew. Of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooklys were the most special that had ever grown.
And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds
every
in
row.
every row.
He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, that morning, about mid-June, when the pumpkin's patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere.
Hundreds and hundreds.
There were tiny pumpkins everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds. Most of them square.
Hundreds of pumpkins. Some were cubes, some were rectangulars, some were flat, and others triangular. There was a bed of bright red ones. And 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins, rainbow ones too. There were thousands of colors, hundreds of shapes, and wow, what a garden variety makes.
Variety makes.
Every year on Halloween.
Now, every year on Halloween, Spookly's Patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grow that year. They stalk, they gawk, they gaze, they stare, and they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know
the story of how Spookly grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And they'll go tell someone.
Maybe someday
who'll go
you tell
another.
someone too. They'll go tell someone who'll go tell another. And maybe
Can't
one
judge
day
a book.
we'll all discover.
Can't judge a
Can't judge
Or a
book
pumpkin.
Or a pumpkin
by its
by
cover.
its cover.
The end. Spookly's game.
Spookly helped us learn to never judge anyone by how they look. We all have unique traits that make us who we are. I hope you all enjoyed this story.
If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales.
Says Albert Einstein.